I should take a picture of my timer. Don't really need that, but that's fine. So, yeah, we're slowing things down a little bit. We're definitely not going to be as sort of high intensity, taking it on like we were yesterday. We're going to do a lot more strength training. You're going to want a mat set up, and you're going to want a single kettlebell. And that's all you're going to need for equipment to get through this morning's leg day workout. So for now, just working out any tightness, any kinks that you're feeling from yesterday's workout. So you might be feeling a little soreness, a little tightness. Just sort of shake things off. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into some butt kicks here. All right, so we're going to get the heart rate up. We're going to get the body temperature up. And while we're doing that, as those muscles are waking up, you're just sort of pulling all your thoughts into the workout, leaving the real world out there, and just focusing on you for the next few minutes. 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down right into high kicks. So we're going to move through some dynamic exercises, dynamic movement here, and then a couple of warm-up sets. And then we will dive into our working sets. So all the way through, starting now, start paying attention to how your muscles are feeling with each movement, how the muscles are working together, and just sort of where your energy level is at right now, pre-workout. So we can gauge it again, mid-workout, and at the end. Let's go 2, and 1, and then knees to chest. So a couple of squeezes right up towards the chest, and then you're going to add that open in, starting to activate the glutes, and warm up the hip flexors a little bit. We're working through squats, deadlifts, glute bridges, lunges. We're throwing in all of those compound leg exercises that really build muscle and sort of utilize as much strength and muscle as possible all the way throughout. Let's go 1 more each side. And down. All right, nice wide stance. Arms up and out to the side. Start with those gentle pulls. We're just going to wake up the upper body a little bit here. We're not going to spend a ton of time on the upper body stretches, but you do want to make sure the lower back is feeling good in all sorts of directions. So that's side to side flexion. Let's go 3, 2, and 1 up to the top. And then we're going to go in for toe touches. So no windmills this morning. Because again, we're dialing in the focus to legs. And that's where we're really going to focus our warm up on as well. I feel like we got 0 snowstorms all winter. And it's been gently flurrying at my house for like 3 whole days in Monterey. So no, it's almost April. Come on. All right, push those hips back behind you. So as you draw your shoulders down towards your leg, you're feeling that full stretch all the way up the back side of your legs from the calves up to the hams and glutes. Let's go 1 more. Stand up nice and tall. Take that deep breath in. Reach to the ceiling. Fill your belly with air. Exhale and reach for the ground. Sink into that stretch, pushing your butt back just a little bit to feel that full hamstring stretch. And then when you're ready, start with those gentle side-to-side bends. Keeping your feet flat on the ground so that you're feeling that stretch all the way from the side of the calf up to the adductors. Get a little bit deeper into that bend, taking it nice and slow. Just, again, getting a sense for how the muscles are feeling, how the knees and hips and ankles are feeling. All right, get a little bit deeper. So dropping that butt as low as you can down towards the heel. Side to side here. One more each side. And then you're going to straighten both legs up, and again, sink down into that stretch. Release some tension from the lower back. And then when you're ready with support from the fingertips on the ground, walk the heels and toes, and roll those shoulders up towards the ceiling. All right, we're going to get a couple of warm-up sets in before we dive into our working sets. So we're just going to start with some body weight squats. We're going to go prisoner squats. So fingertips gently behind the head, elbows out to the side, and just take these nice and slow. Drop in for that squat. Keep the feet planted on the ground. So heels and toes are down. Nice even push back up to the top. And just getting your body into that sense of a squat position, right? So you're sort of warming up that movement pattern as well as the muscles. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Keep your arms right where they are. We're going to warm up the hamstrings. So we're going to go into a good morning. You're going to push your hips back behind you. Keep the legs nice and straight here. Slight bend is fine if you're feeling like there's too much pressure on the back of the knee. And again, we're looking to just warm up those muscles, but also fall into some really good habits, some really good form before we start to really dive into work mode. Let's go 3, 2, last 1. And then go ahead and stand up nice and tall, shake things out. So again, you're going to want a mat set up, and you're going to want a kettlebell set up as well before we dive in. All right. So our first set, we're going to play with a little body weight. We're going to play with a little bit of kettlebell weight. And what we're going to do is we're going to work our way down to the mat. So we have just a couple of exercises before we actually head down to the mat and finish up down there. And again, we're going to take this nice and slow, feeling out each exercise as we go. So we're going to start with reverse lunges. I'm going to have you holding that kettlebell up in a goblet squat hold. So right up at chest height, elbows tucked in towards the body so that you're really just focusing on lower body here, okay? So here we go. Alternating reverse lunges. Tuck the tailbone, shoulders down and back. Start by stepping back with that right foot up to the top. So we're going to play with intervals a little bit today as well. We're going to throw in just a little bit of cardio just to get the heart pumping, and that's when we're pairing with some bigger movements sort of in the center of the workout. Make sure you're keeping your feet flat on the ground. So again, that nice even push sort of starts with the heel to draw your body forward, and then flat-footed right up to stand up nice and tall. We're going 10 seconds here. Starting to feel those glutes activate. 5, 4, 3, 2, finish it up. All right, kettlebell to the side. We're going to go body weight to finish up this first part of the circuit. We're going to do right reverse lunges to a knee hug. So keep the right leg, your stance leg. You're going to step back with the left, pull yourself forward, and right into a knee hug. Back, hug. And what you really want to focus on, again, is what we were talking about, that nice even push through that front foot, so that as you stand up, you're feeling nice and balanced, super steady on that leg, so you can really pull the knee up into the chest. You should really be feeling the glute on this one on the right side. Quads starting to burn a little bit. 10 seconds to go. All the way through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. You should be feeling that quad burn and the glute burn. We're going to flip to the other side. Left foot forward. You're going to step back with the right foot. Draw that knee up to your chest and hug. Here we go. Step it back and hug. Sometimes what happens is you're going to find that one side, it's a little bit easier to balance on than the other. And that's okay. Any single-sided movement, part of the exercise is dealing with the little muscles it takes to stay balanced, right? So you lose your balance, you have to catch your balance. All those little muscles, the stability muscles, come into play. And that's functional movement right there, right? Being able to catch yourself and stay safe. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, one more. All right, leg to the ground. We're going to take it into a half kneeling position. So right leg in front. And I want you in a half kneeling position, left knee on the ground. And what we're going to do, we're going to go stretch to sit back. So you're going to stretch it forward, push your hips into that front heel, and then you're going to go all the way back into a sit back. Try not to use your hands. So you're going stretch to sit back. When you sit back, the toes, your right toes, are going to come up off the mat, right? So you want that stretch. And what you're going to start to feel is that left quad. Really, really dig in, contract, and get that burn going on. And you should also feel like you're getting a little bit more comfortable with the mobility aspect as we get deeper into this interval. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Switching sides. So right knee to the mat, left leg comes up, and again, what you're doing is shifting forward first into that stretch, and then sitting all the way back on the heel. So here we go. Shift forward, stretch it out, and then sitting that butt back towards the heel. You want to keep your hips nice and even. That's one aspect to sort of dial in your focus on here. Hips come forward, nice and straight. Hips sit back. Nothing changes. And again, if you can do this without using your hands for help, then again, you're really getting a slow, steady endurance burn. Feel that in your right quad, right? Boom. And back down to the mat. Under 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right, so both knees onto the mat. We're going to carry on with that sit back. Both knees stay down. You're going to sit back on your heels, up, and reach for the ceiling. Sit back and reach. And the reason we're doing that reach is because I want you to sort of think of it as that finish line, right? So as you come up, you're squeezing the glutes at the top. Keep your back nice and straight, but squeeze the glutes at the top. Bring your hips forward and elongate that spine, right? Boom, reach. Nice. Stick with it. Hitting both quads at the same time now. So it's kind of your choice here. I like to have my toes tucked under, but if you're feeling good about the top of your foot on the ground, you got that flexibility going through the ankles, that's just fine too. Whatever's comfortable for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to the mat. All right, we're going to all fours now. We're going to start with some hip circles. Let's start on that left side. So we're going to go up into fire hydrant, keep the knee nice and high, rotate back behind you, and down to the mat. So here we go. Fire hydrant, keep it nice and high, rotate behind you, down to the mat. And again, keeping that lower back nice and straight. So those reaches should have sort of made you aware of the tension in the glutes while keeping your back nice and straight. That's the same deal that we're going for right now. Lift, circle, and back. Slow and steady burn. That's what we're going for today. We've got about 10 seconds to go here. When this timer goes off, we're going to sit it back in child's pose just to stretch out those glute muscles a little bit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So quick sit back just to stretch things out. And we're going to shift over to the right side. Same movement, same Focus. Here we go. Everybody up onto all fours. Right side, fire hydrant. Keep the knee high, rotate back behind you, and then draw the knee down to the mat. So everything that we've been focusing on still counts here. Keeping those hips nice and even. The tension comes from a mind-muscle connection that we've been working on since day one. Nice strong core. Glutes are getting a little bit of a beating. Stick with it. We have 10 seconds to go. Keep that knee nice and high on the rotation. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go. Down to the mat. We're going to go into clam shells. So you're going to start on your right side. Knees are together, ankles are together, slight bend, and all you're going to do is open that top knee up to the ceiling and right back down. Top knee opens and right back down. Again, hips stay even. You're facing those hips forward, and as that leg lifts up to the ceiling, you're not rotating, right? If you start to rotate, all of a sudden you're not focusing on the glutes anymore. And that is exactly where we want the focus to be. So you should be feeling the work on the side of the glute now. It's hitting extra hard because of those hip circles. Stick with it. We have 10 seconds to go. Then we'll flip it over to the other side. This last little bit here is total glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Flip it around over to that left side. We're going to even it out. And you want your head down on your arm on the mat. Gentle, open, right leg this time. 3, 2, and 1. Open. So dialing in that burn on the side of the butt. Taking it nice and slow, but just sort of recognizing the kind of work you can get out of body weight exercises for glutes. Keeping the hips facing forward here. Heart rate should be pretty close to normal, so focus on your breathing, taking those deep breaths in. Slow exhales, 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, one exercise before a break. You're going to roll it onto your back. We're going to go into glute bridge here. Starting off, just a regular glute bridge, heels down, toes down, arms at your sides. Let's go. Lift those hips up to the ceiling and right back down. Remembering, nice straight back. Tension on the glutes the whole time. Lift and down. We're going to go 10 more seconds with these glute bridges, and then you're going to lift up into the top of the glute bridge and hold. That's in 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold. If you have it in your glutes right now, I want you to start with those butterflies. So pushing the knees out to the side and bringing them back in to the center. 10 seconds to go. Really just remind the side of the butt that it's doing some work. 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the ground. Go ahead and pull those knees in and stretch the glutes just a little bit. We're going to get our first quick break right here. So stretch things out, shake things out, grab some water. And then we're going to dive into a weighted portion of the workout. All right. So hopefully the glutes are feeling it right now. What we're going to do is we're going to hit the hamstrings in this next round. We're going to go through this tricep. So 3 exercises. We're going to go through it twice, playing with intervals a little bit. You're going to want your kettlebell for the whole thing. We're going to do single leg deadlifts, right side, then the left side. If the single legs hurt, you want to keep both of your feet on the ground and just hold the kettlebell in one hand. So you can keep both feet down and just switch sides depending on which exercise we're on. So we're going to go there, and then we're going to add in a little power. We're going to add in that kettlebell swing, okay? So we're focusing on hamstrings and glutes in this first round. So kettlebell in your right hand to start it off. And we're going to go again, in for some single leg deadlifts. You can do these B stands. You can do them with both feet on the ground and just with weight in your right hand if that feels better for you. But if you're doing the single leg, take it nice and slow. And get that back leg up behind you so that you're looking for that T position, right? That nice straight back. And again, we're using the things that we've been focusing on the whole time, keeping that right foot solidly on the mat. Heels down, toes down. We've got 15 seconds to go, so keep it slow and steady. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Quick little break. So shake that right leg out, give it a break. We're going to switch over to the left side. So same pace, same steadiness and focus on the hamstrings and glutes. We're going in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. And you're going to keep that weight nice and close to the leg, right? So as you drop down into that deadlift, sort of want to aim the kettlebell for the left toes. That's about as far away from the body as you want to let that weight travel. And again, if you feel like you're losing balance a little bit, pick a spot 3 to 4 feet in front of you and just hone in on that focus. Don't pay attention to anything else. Well, your body's moving. Pay attention to that. But no other distractions. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up to the top. Both hands on the handle of the kettlebell. We're going in for some swings. So remember, we're repeating this tricep one more time. Plant the heels, plant the toes. We're going 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So this is a little power push here to get the heart rate up. Keeping the back nice and straight. Think about this exercise, right? Think about the mechanics of it. You're pushing your butt back. Giving your body a little bit of space to swing that kettlebell underneath. And then as you squeeze the glutes and draw the hips forward, it draws the kettlebell with you. It's nice and smooth. You want those hips to be the hinge point. 10 seconds, come on. Get that heart rate up for this next round of deads. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick little break. All we're doing is going back to that right side single deadlift. You have a choice this time. Full single or do that B stance. So if you want to do the B, your back toe stays on the mat, down and up. It's up to you. They hit just a little bit different. You want to do those singles for some practice, getting that back leg up behind you. That is just fine. Boom. Nice. All right, so remember, keeping those hips facing forward, no matter which deadlift you're doing, to hit the muscles properly, you can't rotate those hips. So keep it nice and straight. If you need to balance on the side of a desk or back of a chair, that's fine too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up to the top. Nice job. All right, weights over to the left side. Getting into stance mode. If you're doing that B stance, your knees stay in line, right? It's just the toe that's back behind you. Here we go. 2 and 1. Drop down and up. And again, that weight stays nice and tight to the body, which means that you really have to focus on the hip hinge, right? Pushing your butt back behind you as far as you can without breaking forward. That is the goal of this exercise. Yeah. Nice. Nice straight backs. Yep. Lovely. Here we go. 10 seconds. All the way through it. Thank you, buddy. We don't need help. 5, 4, 3. One more rep. Up to the top. Nicely done. All right. Shake the legs out. Quick little movement. And then we're getting into kettlebell swings. And we'll get a little break as we jump into our next set. So, grip both hands on the handle. Still in for that hinge, right? That's still what we're going for. 2 and 1. Let's go. And you should be able to feel those muscles really easily this time through. We've got 2 sets of deads in. We've got 1 set of kettlebell swings, so you know when those muscles are hitting. Keep those shoulders down and back. You're going to have a little momentum here, but you want to be in control. Don't let that kettlebell run the movement. 10 seconds to go. Brace the core. Finish it up strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kettlebell down to the mat. Nicely done. All right. Walk those swings off. Walk those deadlifts off. And grab some water. So we're packing our power pushes into the center of the workout. So we have another superset. That means 2 exercises coming up. This time we're going to focus in on the quads. We've been hitting hamstrings and glutes. That's been our focus. We're going to go goblet squats with the weight at chest height. And then you're going to place the weight on the floor, and you're going to do those in and out hop squats. Both, right? So it's a superset, 2 exercises only. We're going to repeat it for a total of 4 minutes. That's what we got coming up. Quad focus, 4 minutes. So we're going to start with those goblet squats. Kettlebells up, chest height, just like you held it for the reverse lunge. Exercise 1. Here we go. Dropping into that squat and push. So we're hitting those quads again. It's been a little while. Make sure that you're pushing your butt back behind you. So the difference here, though, is your knees initiate the squat. So picture a stool or a chair behind you. Bend at the knees to sit it back. Keep those shoulders nice and tall. Yeah, great form. Excellent. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that kettlebell right at your feet. We're going to do those in and out touchdown squats. So you're going to pop your feet out to the side, touch down to the kettlebell handles, back to the center. In 3, 2, and 1. So out, touch down, back to the center. Keeping your toes just behind that kettlebell. Yeah, nice. So we're getting a little bit of that sumo squat in. And a little bit of cardio, getting that heart rate up. This is it, just the 2 rounds of cardio. So we're done with 1, pushing through the second here, and making sure those quads are getting their fair share of the work. We've got 10 seconds to go. Stick with it. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, here we go. 1 more round of that. You ready? Kettlebell's going to come up to goblet squat hold. Plant the heels, plant the toes, slow things down. 2 and 1. Let's go. Boom and up. Take it nice and slow. Again, you should feel the muscles that want to engage, right? Quads are kicking by now, so that you know when you drop into that squat, your butt's pushed back behind you, your knees are just tracking over your toes, you're feeling good. Nice, nice form. Lower back staying nice and straight, remember, all the way up to the neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, kettlebell to the mat. We have 1 more round of cardio, and that's it for this workout when it comes to cardio. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap down, center. So get that body rocking a little bit here. Get your heart rate and your respiratory rate up. Because all we have left after this is our finisher round. There's no cardio. We're just dialing in that focus again. Nice. Come on, we're almost there. 15 seconds. You got this. Keep that body moving. Looking good. Let's go. Right through the end. No pauses here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, weights to the side. Take a couple seconds here. Take some deep breaths in. Like I said, we have 1 round to go, and it's our finisher round. So get a good drink of water. Walk the body around a little bit to get the blood flowing. Woo! Okay. Here's what we're looking at. We're at our finisher round. We're going to head down to the mat. No weights needed for this round. We've got 30-second intervals, no rest in between the intervals. We're going to hit a minute and a half on the right side, minute and a half on the left side. We'll probably throw it in there, but minute and a half, and then we're done. We'll stretch it out, all right? We're going to start with a little core, side plank, leg lift. Timer goes off. We're going to go into all fours. We're going to go into glute kickbacks. Timer goes off. We go extensions. And then we repeat on the other side. Okay? So, down on the mat, right elbow is on the mat in a side plank position. You can do this in 2 different ways. You can either go full side plank, leg lift, okay? Or you can bend that bottom knee and still do the leg lift. We're really looking for the leg lift on this one, okay? So whichever position you feel most comfortable in, that is where you're going to spend your time with this exercise. So right elbow on the mat, either kneeling, half kneeling, or full plank. You're going to lift those hips up, reach the left hand, up towards the ceiling, and then lift that top leg. Gentle lift, and right back down. Hips stay facing forward. Nice and high. Either position, those hips lift, and you feel that right oblique, right? Boom, and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the mat, on all fours, and remember, we're going for kickbacks. So let's stick with the left side. Left leg kick back, right up towards the ceiling, and right back down. Keeping the back nice and straight. Breathing through it. No cardio this round, but your body temperature is up. Heart rate is up. When this timer goes off in 3 seconds, up into the top at 4 extensions. Here we go. Lift it up, extend, and bend. So that knee stays nice and high. Extend the leg, full extension, and then draw the heel in towards your butt. Stay nice and strong with it. I'll give you the countdown, and when we're done with extensions, you're getting right into the left side plank. That's coming in 10 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Into that side plank. Match whatever you did that first round. So if you were kneeling that first round, kneel this round. If you had a full side plank, reach that right arm right up towards the ceiling to try to keep your body in that nice straight line. You're looking for a T, elbow to elbow. Nice. Get ready for the kickbacks in 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the mat. Right leg kickbacks. Straight up towards the ceiling. Flex that foot. Keep the back straight and keep that tension on the glutes. Remember, whole time. We're going to go in for that extension in 10 seconds. We're so close to the finish line right now. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up into that high part of the kick. Extend and bend. Back stays straight. Remember, when you're extending that leg, you want a nice straight line from the shoulders all the way through the heel. I'll give you a countdown. Our last piece of the finisher is just an elbow plank. We're going to hold it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee to the mat, down to the elbows, and step it out into the plank. This is it. We're going to hold steady. That quick plank finisher. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over your elbows right now. And you're going for that nice straight back. Last push right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Sit your whole body back in child's pose. You guys kick butt. Woo! All right, stretch it out. It's time to just chill the body out a little bit. Keep your mind trained on the muscles, trained on how you're feeling. Finishing up this hard workout. Your hands are stretched out in front, palms to the mat. And I just want you to gently draw your whole body forward all the way so the hips fall to the mat into Cobra. You can go down to half Cobra if that is more comfortable. Shoulders gently down and back. Lifting the chin nice and high. Finding some space between the ears and the shoulders. Just stretching the abs out a little bit. Take a deep breath in and draw the hips back over the knees. So we're back in all fours. You can adjust so that you're comfortable. We're going to move through cat-cow. So take a deep breath in and roll the back up to the ceiling. Tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin. And then as you exhale, you're pulling that belly button down towards the mat. Deep arch. Next breath in, round the back up to the ceiling again. Moving between the two positions according to your breathing pattern, which you're consciously slowing down, consciously using to gently move the body, stretch those muscles back out, and trigger recovery. Let's go one more time through each exercise. And then when you're ready, you're going to come to a neutral pose. Step those feet back and lift the hips up into the ceiling, into down dog. And from this position, you can start just a gentle pedal, softening the knees, allowing the left knee to come forward as the right heel drops back. And then alternating sides, nice and gentle, nice and slow. Body's coming back towards normal. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Straighten both legs out into down dog. And then walk the toes forward towards your hands into forward fold. Exhaling any tension that you're still feeling in your neck or your jaw. And then when you're ready, rolling those shoulders up towards the ceiling, nice and slow. Big shoulder rolls back behind you to let go of any lingering tension. And then just shake things off. You guys kick butt. Nice workout.